people on the call. And Melanie, if you want to start recording. Welcome everyone to our Rise and Shine team call. Today is February 28th, and I could not be more thrilled or more honored to have the guest speaker that we have on the call tonight. I randomly ran into her in an elevator and at leadership. And I just honestly, when I heard her speak, she was one of the keynote speakers. And when I heard her speak on that stage, I don't know, she's so real and she just really spoke from her heart. And I think that she's going to be able to share her coaching story with all of us. And hopefully you guys will be inspired the way that I was. I need to share some accolades, though, with you guys really quick. She is an elite coach. She was number 47 in the company. She and her husband were the only elite couple in the entire network. So she does Crush It Fitness is their team name. She runs that with her husband. So they are a dynamic duo for sure. They were Crush It Fitness. Jamie was number 6 in the company, number 8 in Canada. They're 6-figure earners. They're full-time coaches. They have big dreams, big ass ambition, and ready to slay this year. So with that said, I'm going to let Kim take it away. Go ahead, girl.
Thanks, Devin. Oh, and it's funny. It never ceases to either humble me or bring me right down when you hear accolades. That happened in 2017. And last year was a really, I wouldn't say it was a tough year, but it was definitely a year of growth. And it was a year of really leaning into what this company and what our organization was going to look like. And I feel really honored to be able to tell my story tonight. And I had a great chat with Devin, just kind of talking about what would best serve all of you. Did I freeze? Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but you did freeze. Your video froze. All right, she might have to pop off and then pop back on. Ugh.
Devin, you look cold.
I'm freezing my batukas off. We were at a
Florida misses you.
Oh my gosh, we were at a theme park for like 6 hours straight today. So seriously. Yay, it's a good time. So the kids are really wound up. So I said, peace out. All right, let's see if she jumps back on. Oh, hi, Lisa. Hey, Shonda. Kira's on. Great. Awesome. Let's hope her connection gets figured out soon. Yeah, I need that.
Tired.
I need that, Shonda.
What does Shonda have?
She has tea or something.
Oh, there she is.
I don't know what happened there.
That's okay.
Anyway, I'm not shocked. After today. Okay, so I'm on my phone. Can everyone hear me? Okay, cool. So, where was I? Okay, so let me just reframe a little bit. So I feel super honored and humbled to be able to chat. Like I said, Jamie and I had a real year last year of, I think, understanding where we wanted to grow and where we wanted to go. We came out fast and furious, and we're top 10 in the second year of our business. And it was a lot. It was so cool. It was so crazy. I actually was able to retire from my job last February. So I have been home for 1 year full-time as a Beachbody coach. And I want to tell you guys something. And I think what happened this year for me, as I navigated through the landscape of learning how to be at home and learn a new role for me, a lot changed. And I want to share the backstory of how. When Jamie and I started this business, I was in my corporate job and I loved my job. I loved it. I was climbing that corporate ladder. I finally felt worthy. I finally felt that I was wearing this title and wearing these fancy shoes and wearing these great suits. And I thought that behind this facade of this power suit, the corporate world, feeling important, being deemed important, that would help to fix me. Right? I thought that was my mask, and it was my way of proving in this world that I had made it and that I was making it. And that's what I thought in this corporate world. I thought I had the best job in the world. But underneath that suit and behind the soles of those pink shoes and behind all the labels that I surrounded myself with and all the fancy stuff was an unhappy, unfulfilled, searching woman that was looking for peace, that was looking for inner peace, that was looking for happiness, that was looking for enough is enough, and I needed to stop searching. Because what happens is when you buffer your life, you miss out on so many things. And this girl right here was waiting for Friday night to buffer into that glass of wine, maybe bottle, and drown out all the crap I was actually not dealing with. And all of that started when I actually was in utero, and my mom's cancer came back. And my mom was this amazing light, this beautiful, young, vivacious woman that was well known in our community, well known everywhere. And she was in remission from Hodgkin's lymphoma. And when she got pregnant with me, her cancer came back. And on the very same day, guys, that she heard my heartbeat, she also was given a choice to either have me or abort and seek cancer treatment. And she decided to have me. And I was told when I was 34 years of age that the other option wasn't an option. I went 34 years of my life not knowing that that other option wasn't an option, because my mom wasn't here to tell me that. My aunts told me that. And of course, sisters are going to tell you all the things you want to hear of the passed away mom. Like, of course, they're going to say you were so wanted as they're sobbing, you know. But when I heard that from my father on Remembrance Day, the day my mother passed, 11 months after I was born, she did not come back out of that hospital. And in Remembrance Day in Canada, guys, is the day that you honor your heroes. And I honor that woman every single year. And every single year, I mourned the loss of having a close relationship with my parents, because my dad remarried a great woman, but we moved on and went on to have 5 of us, but I felt very little love. I felt very little support. I felt really, really ostracized because I was loud and brash and different, and I was always silenced my entire life. So I went into my adolescence years having zero self-love, zero self-belief, told I was not worthy, was not good enough, was not smart enough, you name it. That shit came at me and I took it all in and I just held it on. And I tried to be this people pleaser, and I tried to fix myself, and I tried to do all these things. And I did. I started to go to do personal development, and I started to seek other sources as I entered into my 20th year and my 30th year. And I started to think I had it figured out. And what happened was I was just masking everything. Beachbody came into our world, guys, 10 years ago. We were clients of Beachbody from before, when I got pregnant with my son. But I was the on again, off again girl. I would start Monday, and then the weekend would come. I would be a weekday warrior, and the weekend would come and undo everything. I would fall on and off, on and off, on and off. We never got reached out once, guys, by a coach. We never got asked what we were doing, ever. And we were on social media. I drank Shakeology for 5 years. It's my 5th year drinking Shakeology. And I had the full derm line. Like, I was the best Beachbody client. I was a walking poster girl. And I had no idea there was a coaching opportunity. Zero. I was the best client and no idea. So guys, let that be your first tip. Please reach out and be aware of the people that are on social media, because you never know who might have been in your downline. That would have been a pretty good downline, wouldn't have? So I want to share that. Jamie and I always say that. But I also realized that throughout that, I didn't have a tribe. I didn't have a community. And I was missing that from my entire life. I was searching, right? To fit in, to feel powerful, to feel empowered, to be linking arms with people that had the same vision. Well, enter coaching. And Jamie decided, Kim, I'm going to take a chance on this. And I said, hell no, I'm not. I am moving up the corporate ladder. I am so important in my fancy shoes, and I'm jet setting all over the place, and I've made it. I thought I had made it. And little did I know, as I weaved my way into that accountability group, and Jamie brought me in, and he made me such a part and such a partner, I realized that I love coaching, and I loved this feeling, and I finally felt like I was coming home. I finally felt that things made sense. All the stuff, I always loved motivation. I always loved inspiration. I always loved giving and giving and giving. I just never knew how. I never knew that there were solutions and tools and resources for 10 years now in my back pocket that I never realized. I looked at the Summit commercials and thought those people were crazy. But that was now I'm there jumping up and down. So guys, you do not know what you do not know, right? And this is why we have to be so proud of what we do as coaches. And what happened as I started to learn more about what coaching is, I started to heal. And I started to become whole. And I started to realize that I was no longer a victim, but I was a warrior of my future. And I was going to live that legacy of this amazing woman who literally gave up her life for me, because that was my purpose, guys. I realized that I had a far bigger purpose, but the universe kept slapping me in the face, and I didn't know why. And it was because I had to stop settling and stop being so damn scared of what people were going to think about me on social media when I posted something, and realize that it isn't about the likes. It isn't about the loves. It's about connection with who you are and sharing that story, because it's in your struggle, ladies, that you find your strength. And it's in your struggle, ladies, that you find your tribe. But one thing I will learn, and what I learned last year, is I spent so much time sharing how sad my story was and how hard my life was, that I didn't pause to also share the wins, and that I was a businesswoman, and that I'm ready to build an empire with other women that are ready to change their lives. There had to be a balance. And I found that chord. It struck a chord with me about a year ago. And I realized I had a voice, and I had a powerful story, and I had a powerful message, and that my story didn't need to haunt me anymore. I didn't have to be that victim. I didn't have to be that person not feeling adequate or good enough or smart enough, because I was. I was all of those things, but I was not the story that I was telling myself. And how many of you are playing a little bit small because of whatever story you might have reeling in your head? So as I navigated through this, yes, right, Melanie, right? Like, we allow ourselves to stay small, guys, because we don't know the other side. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, this other side is freaking glorious. And I'm so proud of the woman that I fought to become. And there will not be a day that goes by that I do not share that. And every Thursday, or whatever day I get my hair done, I go visit my mom's grave. And guys, there's 2 dates on that grave. There's the day that you were born and the day that you die. And there's the dash in between. And I decided, and I drew my line in the sand, that I was no longer going to stop living my dash. That's what I decided. And that meant I was going to show up every day. And it didn't mean that everyone was going to like me. It didn't mean that everybody was going to like what I had to say. And that was okay, because I wasn't posting for them. I was posting for the people whose lives I was ready to change, and they're ready for me. And that is why you show up on social media, ladies. That is why this job is not just a job. This job is so much bigger than we are. But we have to be the ones to realize that. We have to be the ones to step into our power, stop playing small, and really start leaning in to what could be. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm working with 20 women that want to get to diamond. And I have a fire in my belly because I played so freaking small for the last 2 years. Yes, I know I was in the top 50, but I still feel that way. And that I wasn't last year. I wasn't in the top 50 last year. I was in the top 100, but and that's fantastic. But for me as a leader, that's not where I wanted to land. And that's not where I want our team to land. And I had a lot of coaches leave last year, guys. I had like 3 diamonds drop right off. And that was powerful for me. Because here's what I want to share with you. Who you have on your team right now may not be the people that you have in the end. But you need to breathe belief in yourself to open yourself up to who you are ready to attract. Because who you are today is not who you were a month ago. And who you are going to be 6 months from now is not who you were when you started this job. So allow yourself to grow and mold and recruit beautiful, strong soldiers that are ready to save some lives with you. And don't ever settle. Don't ever think that you are who you were when you signed up, because every single day you evolve, and you need to share that. And you need to be proud of that. And I have no idea how long that was. But I feel like that's where I'm at right now.
Hello, that was perfect. You had me crying again too, just like you did at leadership. Oh, Kim, thank you. Oh my gosh, what a powerful message. And you just have a way of you can feel I can feel the fire in your belly. You know, this is what you're meant to do. This is what we're all meant to do. And I just really am so grateful. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to our little team. Like I said, we're small, but we're mighty, and we believe in this, and we love what we do. And I'm just going to open it up just for a minute here. Yeah. If anybody has a question for Kim, Melanie,
I do. Does anybody else want to go first? I was always that person in school too, sitting in the front, raising my hand. But let me turn this little heater off. Okay. So you said, this is something that really struck out to me. I took some notes. To breathe belief in yourself and breathe belief in your team. And so I have some amazing women on my team who I see in them. I see so much. And so how do you have any advice to help that person to see themselves the way that I see them?
So I just had a great conversation with someone tonight about this exact same thing. New coach, wants it so bad. And I was really honest with her about her social media and her presence. And what I mean by that is how honest and authentic and real they were going to be getting with social media, with how they're showing up, with the consistency. And I don't think there's a magic formula, Melanie, other than being real, being super relatable, and being a resource in this business. I think you need to show up on social media with those 3 things. The other thing I'd recommend is, who are they? Who are they? I would love for you to ask them that question, because if you see all that in them, you cannot want this more than they do. Because I did that all last year, and I'm never going to do that again. And I was really open and honest on our team call January, and I was very open. I said, guys, I am in this with you who want to run. I'm in this with you who want to walk. I'm in this with you who want to crawl. But I am not going to be in this for anybody more than they are for themselves. So you can breathe so much belief into people, but if they're not ready to see it, then it may take longer. Yeah. And you need to let them fly.
Okay.
but you will do them no service by sugarcoating. I sugarcoated way too long. And I think that's part of our own leadership development as leaders, that we can really have those honest, crucial conversations to make some real change in people's lives. This is just like any other job you get into, right? You need to work your way up. And part of that is belief. Part of that is consistency. And a lot of that is your competence will be built by your confidence will be built by your competence. So how competent you are in this job is how confident you will be.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope that was helpful.
It was. I'm writing notes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Okay.
Hey, Kim, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
I'm pregnant, and so do you have any advice for pregnant coaches?
Yeah, share your journey. Share your journey. Share how pregnant you are. Share where you're at. Talk to other people. Instagram is amazing for that. I don't know if you're on Instagram, but you can hashtag, how many weeks you are, anything to do with pregnancy. So involve this beautiful baby and what your body is doing in your posting. This is something to be super proud of. And you're growing a baby. You're growing a human, and that's pretty incredible. So I would share that. I would share your strength. I would share your struggles. I would share how you are staying strong in your pregnancy and everything that's encompassed with that. And I would not let this hold you back. I would let you soar. There are hundreds of thousands of mamas out there that need support.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's been a struggle. So.
I know, but share that struggle.
Okay.
Because you're not alone.
Thank you.
It's okay that you're tired. It's okay that all you may be able to do is a walk.
Mm-hmm.
And give yourself permission to be okay with that, and give other mamas permission, because you sharing that story is going to make them feel a hell of a lot better, and you're going to heal in the process too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Would you guys, here's your chance. Here's your chance. Anyone? Oh, Kim, thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was my honor. I'm really glad. I was so worried because I had the worst migraine.
I know.
and then our house basically broke, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, you just bring so much positive energy. You just radiate positivity, and thank you. Thank you for the wise words and the inspiration. I know we will always be forever grateful for you taking the time out of your night away from your family to spend with us. So thank you.
Well, I hope to see you all walking across the stage at Summit. You have lots of time to do this, but you have to work hard, and you have to believe in yourself and lean into Devin, and you've got this. So nothing is out of the realm of possibilities. Nothing. Okay?
Thank you.
I want to see your mighty team. Come find me at Summit.
We will. We'll come find you. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
See you. See ya.
Thanks.